Nou, indien jy nie weet wat is 'n alt uitkyk nie, wel laat ek sommer vir jou dadelik sê, 'n alt uitkyk is wanneer ons 'n kunstenaar ontdek hier by Groot FM 90.5. Ons hoor hulle musiek en ons besef, maar jete, hierdie mens klink fantasties. Hulle is nog nie in die industrie, nog nie in hulle loopbaan, so ons het die perfekte tyd gekies om nou te invest in hulle talente in, en dan op die uitkyk te bly van wat hulle alles nog tafel toe gaan bring. Nou, vanaand het ek 'n pragtige dame op die lyn. She's talking about her new song called With Me, and unfortunately she's not with me tonight, but we'll get a rain check. It's rainy weather in Pretoria, so I don't want you to come to Pretoria when it's looking like this. Robyn Huijen, how are you doing?
Hello, Vanita. I'm well, thank you. How are you?
Like I said, it's raining. You see my hair because you're on Zoom. You have your camera on. I really just want to go like this and just like close the camera because I'm not actually sure what this hair is doing, but we live for it.
I'm glad you're getting rain though.
Listen, I don't know if this is rain or this is just like a flood waiting to happen, but nevertheless, it gives us the best nostalgia and type of feel to listen to good music. And that's where you come in.
Cozy fireplace vibes.
Listen, you know exactly what we need. So let's talk a little bit about Robyn, your journey. Everything from, I love talking about like journeys and chapters. Now, let's say chapter 1, childhood, songwriting, love for music. Where did chapter 1 start for you?
So my dad was a musician, or he's been a musician all my life. So at a very young age, I sort of realized that music is something that really lies deep within my heart as well. And because my father plays guitar, I taught myself to play guitar at, I think it was when I was 7 years old. And then that was a basis for writing songs, because I think it's much easier to write a song if you've got an instrument to actually play along. And so I think I started writing songs when I was about 10 years old, and soppy love stories or writing about very personal experiences in my life. A lot of those songs I've like thrown away because obviously 10 years old can only be that great. But I think a lot of experiences in my life, I've just poured all of my emotions and feelings into songwriting. I think it's the best way for myself to express how I feel, and I love a beautiful like melancholy melody. I think maybe I should start writing a bit more upbeat music, but my music is very mellow, love story, fairy tale like sound. And I always thought I was going to study music. I took music at school. I did piano, I did singing, I did guitar. But then I think like high school, roundabout, I figured that maybe something a little bit more guaranteed should be on my path.
The curse of always thinking that we need a 9 to 5
with your head
job.
and not with your heart.
So you actually went into accounting. At least you can do your own books, and you know when someone wants to rip you off with gigs, though.
Exactly, but there's got to be books for that. At this point, there's no books. There's just songwriting books.
But we're still at chapter 1. We're getting to the place where there's literal accounting books, bookings, and everything that comes with it. But so from accounting, how did you get back into your dream and your passion?
So the accounting journey was quite long. It's 7 years basically. Until you're really like done and you can all start doing what you studied for. And I think I kept it until a time in my life where things are a little bit more, I've got my routine. I don't have to study for tests. I don't have to work insane hours after work. So I've got time now, and this is the time that I've decided, you know what, I'm going to pour everything that I have, every bit of extra time into songwriting. And I've always wanted to pursue my music and publish it, share my songs with the world. I think it's something that a lot of people can relate to, at least on a, in your love life or wherever you wanna listen to this music. But I think, yeah, this is the perfect time for me to do it. If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it.
They say there's never a better time than the present.
Exactly.
So I think you're on the right track. I do have to ask you a question, though, because being an accountant and being a musician, that's two different walks of life. So I would like to know, in your brain, if the financial accountant and the musician you had to have a conversation with each other, what would you think they would say to each other even? Like, would they even get along?
I think like the accountant part of me is just like, I just sing in my head all day. I think the song that I've been singing the most now is that Rihanna Nell song, like, dit beheer om te klop, because like my accounting doesn't always balance. And it's just like, no, I think I can't wait to come home now and just like focus on my music.
Yes.
I think accounting throughout the day keeps me sane. I don't know what I would have done if I had to do music full time. I think it's very stressful.
Yes.
So having it as a hobby is actually, it's fantastic. I think there's no pressure. I can just completely keep it a passion, and that's what I love about it.
Well, listen, there's a reason why you're literally die uitkyk van Old Focus. It's a hobby for now, but I have been known to predict very good things for people when they're die uitkyk op Old Focus. I mean, like, do you know Schwabi?
Ooh. I have not heard of Schwabi, but I will definitely go and...
See, now you just literally ruined my moment.
Look at it all.
But listen,
so
no. Okay, Schwabi...
You should have used someone like Joseph Lindley. I've heard of him.
Okay, well, he was on as well.
I watched his interview as well.
You see. So all I'm saying is Schwabi started out with his very first single on my show, his very first radio interview. He now has 600,000 streams on Spotify.
Oh my word. Look at that.
Look
well,
at that.
I hope you predict the same. Good luck for myself.
I am 100% predicting the same for you. We are going to continue this conversation. Ons gaan spesifiek ook praat oor Rescue Me. So bly ingeskakel op Groot FM 90.5. Dit is jou Old Focus. Die uitkyk vanaand is Robyn. Specifically look at before talking about With Me, looking at your writing process. Like you said, since a young age, you've tried to incorporate songwriting already for yourself, not just playing the guitar or singing songs. How would you say you go about writing music?
I start with a melody most of the time. I think I'd sit with my guitar and I'd pick a few chords, or I'll try something that sounds nice, and then it usually always happens. Something will just click and then I'd be like, yo, that really sounds nice. Like it could be like 2 notes. Exactly, light bulb moment. And then I try and make something around that. And I think a lot of artists also say, don't try and force lyrics into a certain melody because you like the melody. But in my case, it depends what means more to me at that stage. If I've got lyrics that are quite adjustable, like even just like rearranging a sentence to fit into the melody that I really love, or using synonyms for a certain word or something like that, then I'll easily adjust my lyrics to fit the melody. But I think it really starts with the melody. That's why I also write more like melancholy vibe songs, I think, is because it's beautiful. I mean, I'd love to write an upbeat song. I've never tried, but it just hasn't come naturally, I think. But
you'll get it. You will get it, I promise. Specifically, also the story behind With Me. If we have to talk about personal experiences, like where were you in your life when you decided I need to put pen to paper to get all of these feelings out?
This is a testimony. So I think this was about 4 or 5 years ago, and I got to know somebody a little bit better, somebody that already was in my life, and we actually worked together as well. So I think that was the whole reason for us getting to know each other a little bit better. And I started getting feelings for this person, and it turned into me falling in love, and he obviously had no interest in me whatsoever. Like, I think if I had to tell him how I felt, he would run for the hills. And a little bit of me, like a really small part of me, like 0,001%, kept hanging on to that hope that, you know, maybe someday, maybe something happens and then you'll be like, oh, you know what, this could actually work. And the song is about, if I had to tell him how I felt and just try and convince him, like, geez, we can really be good together if you give us a chance.
Yes.
Like then that's what I would tell him, and that's what the song is about. And obviously I didn't play the song to him at that stage. He would probably be like, psycho. So I kept the song to myself for long. And something happened one day, I don't know what I say, that's why I say it's a testimony.
Yes.
And his heart completely changed. And he felt the same way about me, and guess what? We are married today.
No!
So yeah, what a story.
It's your man, it's your husband, it's hubby.
My hubby. Yeah. And then I played the song too.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I have so many questions. Okay, so first, there was no interest. But you see, it's the accountant in you always holding out for that 1%. You never know what happens. 1% can make very big differences in a
exactly.
in your what do you call them? The yard booker, whatever they're called.
Ledgers.
Ledgers. I am a radio presenter. I am not an accountant. But you hold out for that 1%. As the Lord will have it, his heart changes. You are now married. Please tell me, what was his reaction when he heard this song?
He did. I think he teared up. I want to believe that he did. I was so focused on, like, I was really stressing because I haven't played to someone personally in a very long time.
Yes.
And I was at this, it was still like the early stages, the honeymoon phase. You don't want to screw up because then, you know, maybe
he wants to get an annulment.
Exactly. It wasn't like, okay, if I sing a false note now or whatever, then it's fine. You're still going to love me. There wasn't that yet. So I was a bit stressed when I sang the song, but I think it means a lot to him. And I think it makes our story more special.
Yes.
Knowing how I felt before that, and then I wrote the song, and that we are married today.
I think you were literally writing your love story without knowing that it's kind of actually a love story.
How cool is that? Like, oh wow.
I want to be you when I grow up. Just like put something to paper and then have you tried it again? Have you tried to write something that is not actually true yet? And has it come true again? Because then you have gifts.
Oh, that could be. Well, they say careful what you wish for. So I would have to write very carefully.
Please write me a song where you
a fairy tale song.
Yes, a fairy tale song where I don't mind getting the man. I just want to win money or get money and be rich. So please write a song where I am rich, and then we can see if it comes true. If it comes true,
I think Eva's already brought out a song like that for you.
Listen, it's a rich man's world. I get it. So how long have you and your husband been married now?
Probably a year and a half. We got married in December of 2023.
Oh, that's beautiful. Honestly, when you get your vows renewed, you have to dance to this song.
Definitely.
I think that would...
I wanted to sing it to him while walking down the aisle, but I thought, like, the stress, I think I just want to enjoy my day.
Yes.
I don't need that on my shoulders.
No, definitely not. I love it when we have music and people who come with true thoughts and true feelings. It makes the music that we play on Alt Focus so authentic. So we are going to still see what your plans are for the rest of 2025. And I hope that you are ready. I know it's almost weekend. It's 15:15 Vrydag, but you need to get your thinking cap on because I have some fun game type of questions. Now, Robyn, before we get to play with me, I want to play a song game with you because why not? Okay. I want you... Okay, so I'm going to say a word, and it's kind of like word association, but song association. I'm going to say a word, and you have to respond with the first song lyric from any song, yours, but it needs to be released. It can't be hiding in your songbook, okay? Your song, a famous song, anything, and then you have to give me a song back. So let's do this.
A song or a word?
I'm going to say a word. You're going to say a song. Okay.
Okay.
So
do I need to say it or sing it?
Surprise me.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you what you need to do. So surprise me. I have chosen 3 words that have summed up my week. Okay?
Ooh.
So let's see. Love. Ooh.
Oh, is that only one word? Okay,
Yes!
the other 2 are still coming. Okay. Can't help falling in love.
Can't help falling in love. Okay. Storm, because it's raining outside. My goodness. Storm.
Can it be an Afrikaans song?
Natuurlijk.
Net voor die storm kom.
Sal ek groet en sê ek draai nie om. I can't believe that any. Okay, and one that I have been living off of for the last 4 days, espresso.
Ooh, I'm working late.
'Cause I'm a singer. There we go. Okay, now you are creative, you know your songs, but I'm also going to say is like, you know your competition, because all of these people need to understand that you are here to take them from their thrones, because you're going to dominate the industry.
Just like that. Oh, wow. Watch the space.
Watch this space. And it's a perfect time, because looking ahead, like, you have mentioned wanting to write like more upbeat songs. So, what's your like biggest challenge with not getting there yet?
I've never tried.
Okay.
I've always just written from experience, because it's very easy to write something that you have felt before, because you can describe it very easily. Writing about, I won't say something random or something that doesn't have feeling, but writing about something more upbeat is, I think, a bit more of a challenge, but I just haven't tried. So you never know.
You've also mentioned that you are literally an independent artist from kop tot tone. Everything for you, you do your own, from writing to producing. So what would you say is one of the things that you're thankful for not getting just like everything handed to you, in terms of like, you know, record labels have the best producers, they have the this, they have the that like already gives you like a golden ticket. But what thing would you say you are thankful for being an independent artist?
I think it definitely keeps you humble. I'm very like in early stages at this point. So I think anybody that tells me, wow, I love the song, or an extra like or an extra follow, it's just everything is like wow to me. It's not like an overnight 100,000 views. And I think building that up slowly over time helps you really like realize how you've built your success. Yeah. And it didn't just come overnight, it started from scratch. And hats off to everybody who has become very successful and who've been lucky enough to get signed by a label or have somebody help them produce their songs. But yeah, I think, and you learn a lot. Like I have to now produce on, as I said, I've started learning how to work with digital audio workstations. So that's basically just the software. You can plug your instruments in and you can build a backing track and you can record your song. And learning the steps along the way is very insightful and it's fun. I like becoming creative with all of those things.
Sure. That's also a lot of work that you put into your craft, which means it's extra special. Is there like, so if I get this correctly, like you play your instruments, you put it in there, you produce it. Is there anyone that you are working with, or is it like literally just this one-man band?
So for the song that I've released now, I asked a friend of mine to accompany me with his electric guitar. His name is Smits de Maniel. He's outstanding, and I didn't even think about it until very recently, meaning a few weeks leading up to the recording.
Wow.
And when I realized, wow, okay, this guy knows what he's doing. And I got him to help me play with me. And it was just, it took the song to a next level completely. So I'm so grateful that he collaborated with me on that. This is becoming a pun.
No, it's beautiful. It truly is beautiful. It really shows that what one person with a lot of passion and a friend that can play a guitar can do, because look at us now. We're having a chat about an amazing song. So if we have to check back in a year's time, what is the things that you still want to achieve that we can celebrate then?
I've written quite a few songs that are still lying in a book, and my goal now is to release song after song. But I'd like to produce it more, as I mentioned. I don't want it to be just an acoustic version like with me is at the moment. I think adding a bit more atmospheric sounds or fairy tales, like fairy tale sounds. What was the other word that I was looking for? Orchestral sounds.
Yes.
That's something I'm bringing into my next song. And I think it just takes a song to the next level. So my big goal at the moment is to produce something that really sounds like full and spacious and beautiful, and
Well, you know where to release it. Hey, GROOT FM, Weekstar Vibes, we're here for it. Alt Focus, we're ready for that more, fuller song, more Robyn in our ears. Where's the social media? If before we get more songs in our ears, we want to see the journey, we want to keep up with you. So where can we do that on social media?
I'm very active on Instagram. My handle is Robyn Huijen. Maybe you should just spell the surname because it's quite difficult to spell. But it's Robyn with a Y, and then Huijnen, Huijen. And I'm on TikTok and YouTube as well. But I will be sharing more videos about how I write songs, or a bit of the behind the scenes with producing while I learn how to use the DAWs or the workstations. And then I would love to start playing a few live shows. I think that's a very easy platform to use to connect with people and to sing songs that I haven't published or released yet. So if you want a sneak peek, you've got to check out the live streams.
Emphasis on the yet. Robyn, thank you so much for literally just like sharing your stories, sharing your testimony, and also sharing the hope that even when you think love is lost, you never know when a heart can change, and then you're married for a year and a half.
Exactly.
So,
just
it's beautiful.
Keep on being faithful.
Keep on holding on to that 1%. One last thing, as I'm going to play your song, so you have literally like 15 seconds before you start singing on your own song to tell me this one message. So what is one message you hope someone walks away with after listening to With Me?
Just whatever you're scared of, whatever you're afraid of, if it's your dream, just chase it. Do it scared. Close your eyes. Don't think about what people are going to say. Just go for it.
Meer as dit kan ek nie sê nie. Wat ek wil hê is, terwyl jy na hierdie liedjie luister, soos wat ons net gepraat het, sy is 'n independent kunstenaar. Hoor net wat sy kon doen. En hoe mooi dit klink.
GROOT FM 90.5